wine, it tastes good, it's fun at parties. And that's about the extent of my knowledge of wine. Well, Teresa Strasser says if you follow these TikTok sommeliers, you can become a vino virtuoso. Hey, Teresa.
Thank you. With more than 3 million likes combined, these 3 TikTok sommeliers are teaching us how to be expert wine drinkers. Coming in at number 1, Somm Vivant.
Which glass should this wine go into? First of all, glasses actually do matter, and a good wine glass can improve almost any wine.
Amanda McCrossan breaks down the industry and teaches us what not to do with wine.
Holding the glass by the bowl. If a glass has a stem, you always want to use it. Now, the primary reason for this is your hands are going to warm up that wine.
And she gets to the basics.
Difference between these 3 wines? Let's talk about it. To start, let's talk about what they all have in common. Number 1, they're all red grape varieties that produce red wine.
Don't know about you guys, but a glass of red sounds pretty good right about now. At number 2, legally wine.
Here's how you can look like you know what you're doing during wine service.
Michelle Chin helps us pair our vino with our favorite foods.
In-N-Out has a smooth and creamy secret sauce, so I would choose a wine that matches that energy, like an oaked cab or a Malbec. Popeye's chicken sandwich I would pair with a Vino Verde because it's slightly fizzy and the acidity is great with the pickles and cuts right through the fat.
She even teaches us the terms to use while drinking it.
If you take a sip of wine and it makes you salivate, the wine is acidic. If it dries out your mouth to a point where it's scraping your tongue, it's tannic.
Very interesting. See, we're already learning something. And last on our list of sommeliers on TikTok is user Equin.
Let's talk about one of my favorite things to drink in the world, champagne.
Eun-hee, a newly certified sommelier, teaches us everything about wine while sharing her favorite recommendations.
I wish I could gatekeep these, but here are 3 wines I literally buy half a case of each time. First one, Danger 380 Volts by Milan Nesterek.
She also loves talking about the history of wine.
Did you know that wine almost ended entirely in the 19th century? Just when things were going great for the wine industry, phylloxera struck globally.
You can learn a lot of interesting facts from her, and if you're just starting out, maybe try some cheap wines.
For example, if I'm going to a picnic outside with my friends, I'm not going to take a super expensive bottle of wine because it's just going to cook under the sun and be bad anyways.
All for a cheap vino, especially when it doesn't taste like a cheap vino. And those were a few sommeliers on TikTok. More to come.